Hello everyone and welcome to day 8 already of the exposition here. Let's have a look at what we have today. Today we have Origin, and one of the more prominent pieces obviously is straight ahead of us. We'll have a look at it, is the 890 jump. Flanked is the 890 jump with the 135C and the 125A, so the 100 series of the Origin ships. The 100I is nowhere to be seen. Okay, interesting. So the C is a cargo version, the A is the military version, and the I is just the base version. There is also a hole over there with the 300 series, the A, the P, the C. Where's that? There's an R, sorry. The racing variant. So again, the military version, the racing variant, and the P, was that the discovery one or research one? Not research, what is it? The name I'm looking for. Expedition one, that is more like it. So the other hole has the 300i. Oh, so that one is the base version for the 300 series. Then you have the 85X, and you have the 600i Touring. That's the, oh, it's down below. The 100i is in the hole below, together with the M50, and the Hollow Suites has the G12s. Alright, so let's have a look. First of all, let's have a look at the big boy in town. Look at that. They really made this hole, I think, so that it would fit the 890 jump. The 890 jump obviously is the luxury yacht, people carrier, party boat, whatever it is. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a better angle on this one. I will link a couple of videos down below that I've made when this ship came out. Didn't go as planned, my endeavors with this ship. There was some rolling around, I believe, running out of fuel and crashing. Mayday, mayday, mayday kind of a thing. But it is, yeah, it's an amazing ship, right? And it's also one of the ships that is currently in game where there is a mission. You can go there. The ship has been held hostage. You need to go in there and eliminate the threat over there and make sure that you disarm a device. A hacking device. You need to find where it is and then clean out everyone. So that can be an interesting mission for you. There is no way to get a better shot of this one, but again, I will link some videos in there that should give you a little bit of a better view. Alright, so let's have a look. And also, by the way guys, this one is now for rent. So if you want to fly the biggest ship, except then for the javelins, the other one. If you want to fly this big ship, go ahead, rent it and fly around. Give it a go. It's an amazing ship to fly. It really feels heavy. Excuse me. Really feels heavy, and yeah, it's quite fun to fly. And hopefully in the future it will have a little bit more gameplay associated with it, in the sense that you can run this ship for holidays or VIP treatments or whatever it is that they come up with. Now it's just a org HQ basically, having fun with it. So yeah. Alright, in front of us is the 100 series, recently added to the game, and this is the cargo variant. So you have a little bit of cargo in the back over here. So not too much. I think I can't remember how much it was. A couple of SCUs as a starter. You can use this, and I found these ships quite interesting when they came out as a starter ship. I like the lines, I like the way they look very much. So that's why I bought the LTI tokens when they came out. So yeah, nice runabouts. print them and have some fun, because they also, as a beginner ship, have a bed where you can log out from. So from that perspective, it's also quite interesting. Now let me see if we can squeeze through here. Yep, we can. Look at that. It is amazing. I think they made this hull specifically with the with the 890 in mind, that it had to fit, and then all of the rest of the ships would also fit basically. So, yep, it can through. Alright, so over here we have got the military version of the 100 series. Okay, let's a little bit back. Obviously, missiles, guns, and all of that good stuff. Not much cargo, but if you are into fighters, then this might be your starter ship, which yeah, it's quite interesting. Again, luxury fighter ship, so yeah, if you're into that, great. And I really enjoy the line of Origin. I like the sleek, minimalistic looks of those ships. Really, how I envision also future ships would be. But okay, who knows? If we take a look at SpaceX's ship, then yeah, it's also very sleek. Maybe that's the way how ships are going to be. Who knows? We'll have a look. Alright, we have arrived at the M50, the racing variant of ships. Although they also have a racing variant in the 300 series, but the M50 really stands on its own, I think. Yeah, there's not much racing in the game, as I said before. But as racers go, I think this is looking just amazing. It's an amazing ship, and I hope that racing comes in the game pretty soon. Grimhex is ready for it. We just need to have the game mechanics in there. We already got quite a bit of ships that can do some racing. Every ship can do racing, but I think these ones a little bit better than others. So looking forward to having those in the game as well. And I really like the sleek look. Reminds me a little bit about Ferrari, obviously, with the reds in there. So yeah, amazing ship. It had a little bit of a rework, is that correct? Yeah, I think the cockpit got a little bit of a rework recently to bring it more in line with the Origin line of ships. Okay, so let's have a look at what else is here. Oop. And we just around the corner here. Yep, we have the base model, the 100i. So as I mentioned, we have got 3 types of ships. This is the base, then we have the cargo version, and we have the military version. Again, very nice starter ships, flying around, bringing from A to B, and they all have beds and a little bit of a kitchen, I believe. So quite interesting ships for starters, and I really like how they look. Okay, let's have a look at the holosuites. These are the G12 series of rovers. They have been recently introduced, and I really thought they would be directly drivable, but for some reason they remain concept and no work is being done on them. So yeah, probably they had bigger fish to fry, right? And that's why they couldn't really put this one into the game yet. I picked a couple of them up for LTI tokens, but as I mentioned before, I like driving them around on the ice of Microtech, going from A to B. They look cool, and I really hope that they will bring them out. I think it's a size between the Cyclones and the Ursa rover. Still has a protected cabin, so if you have cold climates or hot climates, you're a little bit better protected. 3 versions of this one. This is the one with the guns, so probably the military version, although you can't see, it's a very low res kind of a render. You have the racing variant and then the base variant as well. So let us see where we can get to the next one. This is the D12 standard. Could be. Yeah, that also had a gun, indeed. And I was hoping that you could retract it. Oh, this is the one, the military version. Yep, this is the one with the guns and the missiles. Oh. Okay, that doesn't. Oh, you're in the way. Alright, the military version with the missiles on the back. So yeah, could be interesting for theaters of war, maybe not. Probably doesn't pack much of a punch, but who knows. I like to see them in game. But then again, I also like to see more gameplay features on ground vehicles. There's no reason really now to take a ground vehicle. I think the Ursa rover has proven very effective in theaters of war, but in the PU, yeah, there is no need to use a ground vehicle other than maybe the Rock. That's about it. So there are no areas that you can't fly to, land on. So I'm really looking forward to some of that, and also looking forward to some normal roads in the cities. It would be great to drive around Arcor or Hurston for that matter, and yeah, and use these vehicles where they are intended for. Okay, let's go back to one of those halls, and I will see you there in a bit. Okay, welcome in Scenic Hall number 3. Let's have a look what we have here. Alright, we've got a 300 series, 600 series, and the 85X. So I don't know much about the 300 series. I think this was the I version or the base version, if I remember the thematic world, or the... Let us have a look. The eye. Alright, so okay. Camera. Okay, so this is the base version of the 300 series. Obviously a step up from the 100 versions. Also has a bed and some coffee makers. You could buy them additionally. This is the first ship basically where pre-purchase you could do a lot of modification to the color scheme and all kinds of stuff that you wanted to have for it. So that was good, but I think they came back from that because it was a lot of effort to get that done. So probably they will go the route of aftermarket paints, aftermarket items that you can buy and put in your ship, and not at the beginning. But they just have a couple of base variants, and then you can go in game and get the rest of the stuff that you need. But yeah, it's a nice little ship. It's dramatically changed, at least I think, from the earlier concepts. I think for the better, though. I really like this ship, the way it looks. So yeah, give it a try, rent it, and have a look, have some fun with it. All right, coming up on the 600i, is a luxury ship, as you can see, quite big. I really enjoy this ship. I really like it. This was always the ship when it came out. Alright, this is my destination, you know, for the end game, whatever that might be, in the sense of, yeah, this is the ship that I want to save up for and go fly around when I've made it in the first, if you will. I made it enough money, have my private luxury yacht, The only thing that I don't like so much is the front landing gear. Don't know how they need to do it differently, so don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's high on its legs. That's okay. Specifically for the expedition version. So this version, you have two versions: the expedition version and touring version. The expedition version has an elevator, and you can drive a rover up to it, and they have scanning suites and all of that stuff. And then you have the touring version, which is, I believe, this one, which basically is a luxury yacht. No cargo ramp or whatnot. It has multiple cabins for people to stay, to log out. So really a ship that you take out when you come back from your expeditions, come home and take a leisurely cruise and put your feet up kind of a thing. And actually, and that might be a little bit controversial, this touring version for me makes more sense for the 600 series. When you go in there, this looks like a yacht, right? There are not many examples where you have a luxury yacht that does expeditions. I've seen them in real life, the ships and pictures, but there are not many out there. This is just a yacht with lots of rooms, people to stay there, have some fun, fly to exotic locations and so on. So this ship actually made more sense to me than the expedition one. But I can imagine that for people 600i, the expedition makes more sense. You can cargo, you have the rover that you want, you can take. But for me, expedition is more like a working kind of an environment, more gritty. So that is where the Carrack comes in, and maybe the Corsair or other ships that are more suitable in my eyes for expedition purposes. Not so much this one, but I like it, and I agree with the critics saying, yeah, it's a little bit of a waste of space here and there, and I think it will get an update one day. Not sure when, they're not working on it, but yeah, I wonder what they do with it to bring it more in line with the 600i, because the 890 jump came out later. So yeah, let's see what the future brings for this ship, and it's still one that, yeah, I would go for, you know, with in-game money, have sort of a goal to achieve, and this would be the goal, you know, made enough money, able to buy my luxury yacht. So alright, so here we have the 85X, actually quite a nice ship, I find. It's a little bit weird with origin. I think they took a cue from BMW with their numbering scheme. So you have the 100 series, the 300 series, the 600 series, 800 series, which now only won the jump. But then you have a little bit of outliers, if you will, with the 85X and the M50. So that's a little bit strange, obviously. But yeah, it's a neat little ship. Two-seater, so that's also quite interesting. You can see it in the advertisement for the 890 jump, sort of a roundabout between the 890 jump and varying people to other locations there. It fits in the 890 jump, and if I'm not mistaken, when you do the mission, that one is in there as well. And again, what makes it special is that it's a two-seater, and for the rest it doesn't have any other specific features. There are some guns in there, there's no cargo. It might have a jump drive, not a jump drive, a quantum drive, not sure about that. But yeah, I kind of like it. I like this form. It's also not so expensive, so maybe it's a good idea to get it in game if you want it, that is. I mean, if it's not for you, then okay, that's also fine. Yeah, it's on wheels. Interesting. I like the paint scheme. Yeah, I like this ship. Alright, so let's have a look at the last hole there with the rest of the 300 series. See you there in a bit. Alright, we have arrived at the hall where we have the 300 series. I'm not too familiar with them, so let's have a look which ones they are. I think this is the racing variant. Not too sure. Can't really make much out. Looks like it with the 2 scoops. The R, yep, the racing variant. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Alright, so the 350R racing variant. So yeah, you see, we have quite a couple of ships here that can do some racing. I don't know how they all stack up. Is this one quicker than the M50? It's bigger, that's for sure, so probably less agile. Who knows? Maybe this one is bigger, more powerful, thus on a straight line it will win. But when you need to take a lot of corners, the M50 might win. Who knows? We'll need to figure that one out. So yeah, looking forward for racing to be in the game. Again, that is one of the things that, as an economy player, you might be interested in. Any player basically. So the next one is, I think, the expedition variant. Let's have a look. The Pathfinder, yep. Okay. Have a look. So yeah, expedition Pathfinder. So supposedly has some better scanning. Not sure if that's in the game or not. A couple of guns. I'm not sure about cargo. But the interesting thing is over here, and that supposedly is a placeholder for a tractor beam when that comes into the game. And I know that we know that they are working on it, at least for the handheld tractor beams. So hopefully, and also the Rock has a tractor beam to get the crystals. So hopefully this type of tractor beams on ships is not far away as well. All right. Let's have a look at this one, and this must be the military version here. Interdiction. Counter fight, advanced weapon payload, okay. Alright. So interdiction. A version. Yeah, so it looks very sleek. It really looks like a modern day fighter plane, basically. Aerodynamic. So you would think that it would handle well in the atmospheres. We'll see. I didn't fly many of them, but yeah, they look okay. But again, this is the military version, so no cargo, I believe, or other things. It does have a bed, I believe, but yeah. Okay, so that was it for today. Yep, that was it. Well, again, let me have a look to make sure, because I said that a couple of episodes ago and I ended up missing stuff. Had to go back into the game and do a little bit of recording. So I think we had everything here. So we went to the hollow deck. We saw that one 890 jump, 300 series, and the 85X. Yep. Alright, so nothing much new under the sun here for Origin this year. They have quite a nice range of ships, even ground vehicles. You have some racing, touring, exploration with the 300 series, and then the big boy, obviously the 890 jump. So yeah, alright, thank you for watching. Now, I'm not too sure what is going on for tomorrow. Oh yeah, of course, tomorrow we have RSI, so that's going to be interesting as well. People expect the revelation of a new concept ship, or maybe straight to flyer. Well, I don't think so. And then we have the best of show, so still a little bit of a ways to go. Couple of days also for the best of show, so if you were not able to pick up your ship just yet, you still have a couple of days to go, and also obviously to rent them, to fly them, feel how they are, and then make your decision on if you want to buy one, either with in-game money, you know, go for it. You don't have to shell out a lot of cash. Just go for a basic starter package and then do some missions, earn some money in game, and you can rent almost all of the ships that you have seen here, and also buy them in game. There are some exceptions, but yeah, do it that way, much better. But if you really enjoying what you see and you want to back this game, because that's what it is, right? It's not a released game. If you think, oh yeah, this is interesting, buy some ships, buy something else, but only if you have the disposable income to do so. Don't feel obliged, don't feel that you might miss out on stuff that is there right now. All of the stuff will be there in the future and much more, so yeah. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow on RSI Day. Bye now.